for this one, so I want you to roll down through the spine. 1, 2, 3, all the way down. Hold it there. And all the way up. And with the legs further together, all the way down. Keep that bend in the knee, relax the wrist. All the way up. And retract the shoulders back, a little shoulder roll. And the other way. Hamstring stretch, 1 foot forward and 1 back. Hold. Make sure you put the weight on the bent leg. Come back through center. And weight on the bent leg. Bum goes back. Lift the toe up. Retract the shoulders. And relax. Okay, from here, you're going to balance and circle the toe round, opening up those toes. Same thing. Balance. Okay. Making sure that you feel warm enough to do so, you're just going to bend one leg and you're going to tip and you're going to hold. I want you to just get your balance. That leg doesn't have to be very high, but your shoulders need to be contracted back. Breathing in and breathing out, straightening the leg. Bend the knee, lift the leg up to get stretched through the hip flexor, hold. Come back through center and relax. Same thing on the other side. Okay, whilst it's pretty simple, you want to make sure that you are contracted and that you have stability through your core. Point the foot initially, retract the shoulders, nice easy exercise. Now learn how it feels through the hip. You know, do you feel like there's pain there? Do you feel like it becomes really intense as you hold this position? Is it hurting your neck? Is it hurting your back more? Straighten that knee and point the foot. Hold it there. Now bend the knee really gently and hold. That's initiating more of a hamstring contraction, but also you get that glute still working. Hold. And come back through center. And relax. From here, bend the knees, roll down. Come back through center. And roll. Okay, this time the arms are going to go forward. So we take one leg behind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the arms initially to the side. And then all the way forward. Hold. And then to the side. To the back and come back up. Same thing on the other side. And tip. Side. Forward. Side. Back. Up. And relax. Now we use a weight. Excuse me, little one. There we go. Okay, so you want to tie the band around a post, something like that. Loop it. Okay, now you've got some resistance there. And again, get yourself in a position where you feel balanced. Shoulders back, tummy. This is really easy. Use a wobble board, which means a piece of foam or something that's underneath. It could be a exercise mat folded over 3 or 4 times. Okay, bend and tip. Now you've got to resist this band pulling you forward. You're going to hold that position. Breathe. Squeeze the bum to come back up. Lift the knee and hold. 10 seconds. Now ideally you want to be doing 10 of these on each side. Okay, so we go again. And lengthen and hold. Try and get the leg up a little bit higher if you can. Come back and hold. And again, lengthen. Keep pointing that foot until it cramps at the back. And then when you get the cramp, you just do the same exercise, but you literally flex the foot. Hold it there, shoulders back, tummy in. Try straightening that supporting leg and bending it, and off you go again. Tip. Tummy in, shoulders back. And pull it through and lift it up. Hold. And again. Hold. And come back up and lift. So I want you to try and feel as much as you can, very light through the joint. You keep doing this until you've done your 10 on each side. focusing, balance is very much about focusing on something and constantly pulling the stomach in. So the more lifted and pulled in you are in your stomach, the easier the exercise is going to be. And if you focus on one point on the floor there, but not directly on the floor, you'll end up there. Change the other side when you've done 10. So each side's going to feel different. Yeah, we're never fully symmetrical, are we? So resist the force of that pulling you forward, and then pull it back, but keep your shoulders down. Use it also for balance, and then you lift the leg, and then you're going to hold it. Now with your arm, you can put it where you want. Sometimes I find it easier to put the hand onto the hip so I can feel what the leg is doing as I go through this range of movement. It very much depends on what sort of person you are and how you work. So sometimes when you feel a muscle working, the easier it is to do the exercise. Other times you might find it better to extend the arms so you get more balance that way. Keep breathing through it, nice strong breaths, okay? And then pulling back up and then holding that for at least 10 seconds if you can. All right. Sometimes you may lose your balance. Just take your time to get back into it. Breathing in. So each time you go through this, you want to try and get a little bit more height on the leg. And breathe. But you don't want the body to tip down towards the floor. And then you come back up. And lift and hold. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Remember to look at that same spot on the floor. Nice and slowly working through the joints. Feeling the muscles working, keeping the tummy in and squeeze the glutes. Together, especially when you lift that leg up behind them. And pull in. And again, down you go. And pull in. Okay. All right, so it's a really good one for the strengthening of the hip. You can do this with a dumbbell if you wanted to instead. So you could do single leg dumbbells where we go down and up with the back foot on the floor if you feel unstable, or you could do it with the leg going up. Yeah, but always never look towards the floor. You don't want that rounded spine. You always want to feel as though you're lifted. So if any of you have done ballet before, that's the type of feeling you want to have. All right, so we're going to go into shoulders from here again. So I want you just to roll down, hold that position, stretching the glute in the back and the hamstring. Give your head a little bit of a shake, and then you're going to rise all the way up and relax. Okay, so from here we're going to do pull throughs. Some of you may have seen these done before. Pull through is when you have the band nice and high and you pull, face pull and back. So you want the fingers coming towards the face, elbows nice and high. 1 and 3 and secure your balance with your legs. Tummy in and release slower. Pull, hold, release slower. Now these last few where you're pulling and holding and then releasing slowly, you're going to feel the muscles lengthening whilst they're contracted, and that, ladies, is how you build strength in your upper back. You can be doing up to 15 of those, okay? If it's too easy, you use a heavier band. You can use a band with handles, or you can use one of these. And we're going from there straight into lat pull downs. Okay, so I'm just going to change the angle of the camera there. I think it gets it in. All right. Okay, you want to find something. You can either lock one of these bands into the doorway, or you can hook it onto a beam if you've got a beam, or a cupboard door if you want to. Just make sure it doesn't snap down onto you. You can do it in a lunge position, or you can do it kneeling down. It really depends on the height of the beam. All right. Now you want to get underneath it, put the hands up the band as high as you can, and then you're going to pull to the side, keeping the thumbs by the shoulder, and then let it go up again without the shoulders coming up. So we breathe out and breathe in, breathe out and breathe in. And again, breathe out. And breathe in. And again, pull it down. Now, imagine that you have a piece of chalk in your hands and you're lying on a blackboard and you're trying to draw a circle on that blackboard with your forehead down. That's what you want to feel with this movement. The most important aspect of it is when you release on the way up, that you don't let the band run away with you. You really feel your back muscles as you let it go up and down. You want about 15 of these. If you're doing 15 and you don't feel tired from it, you need to go heavier in weight, heavier in band resistance, okay? And relax. When you've done your 15, up again, and like I said, you can do 3 sets, or you can do the same as me, 1 set. It's up to you. It depends on the time that you have in the day. So to come up, again, go through a lunge without holding onto anything. All right, so lat pull down's really simple. And again, if you can get in a gym and use the lat pull down machine, it's gonna help you so much to add some extra weight. Now, extra weight is only added because it creates the epigenetic changes in the muscle so that the muscle can contract, so that we don't lose muscle as we become older. So the fatter you are, the less muscle you have. Yeah, the more muscle you have, the less fat you have. And of course, our hormones do come into play with this, and that's massively important to take into account. But once you get your hormones in balance, whether that's naturally, whether you take something like HRT, etc., then things do come into play. But I know that every woman that does resistance training and that is eating bang on it every day does not have a problem with her weight. It just doesn't come into play. So it's really important to remember this, yeah? So as you progress, don't be afraid to go into the gym, okay? Just don't. It will help you enormously as you get older. Okay, so let's, shoulders, we did back, calves. I was going to do some calves again. The reason why we need to do calves is that there's a lot of blood flow that goes through our lower legs. So you're either going to use a wobble board or you're going to turn your mat around like this. Okay. So you've now got an uneven surface and you can do ballet position. All right. So that's when your heels are together and the toes are turned out and you breathe out, lift up, hold. Then breathe in as you go down. So you want to make sure the inside thighs join and then you hold at the top and then you come back down. And to make it harder, you change the position of the arms, maybe up above the head and then down. Okay, maybe take them forward and then down, because that's shifting your center of gravity, which also changes as we get older, okay? So you want to make sure you stay forward, don't let the ankles go out to the side, so you're getting straight up and then straight down. Imagine you're a ballet dancer. If you haven't seen them, go to Facebook and look at how they lift themselves as they dance. Everything is lifted, and that's how you want to be when you do this kind of movement. All right. Now, whether that's a yoga class, whether it's a Pilates class, or whether you're doing this type of training, you have to stay lifted. That uses every single core muscle. Okay. So, down on the floor, we're going to do inside thigh stretch today, which is this one. Okay, so you want to take the legs apart, shoulders back, tummy in, flex or point the feet. What you don't want to do is see the knees rotate inwards. So you're going to walk the hands out along the floor. You can have a roller in front of you if you want. Drop the head down. Try and get those elbows down. Breathe. Opening up your back, pushing the shoulders down as much as you can. And again, breathe. And then you're going to walk the hands up again and hold it here. Then you're going to go over to the side. So you put the hand out along the shin, arm up above the head, over you go. That will stretch your back first, then your hip. Same thing on the other side, hand on shin, arm up, straight up. Then we go over towards that leg, keeping the other bum cheek on the floor. Really important. Keep those legs stiff and toes pointed. When they start to cramp, flex them. Come back through center. retract, shoulder across here, back through center, across here, and down and retract. Okay, so that's 3 different workouts for you to try. If you want to add biceps into any one of those days, then do. And make your own adjustments as and when. We can update things once you've tried these a couple of times, and let me know how you get on. Okay.